Good morning, bearded world. This is the earliest I've ever talked to you guys, and today is my morning routine beard video. I just got out of the shower. As you can see, my beard is sopping wet here. I threw on a shirt so you guys didn't have to see all of this. But this is what I do. I'm going to take you through a few steps of how I get ready in the morning. It doesn't take me that long. I'm not saying it's perfect like any of my videos, but this is what I do. So please, stay tuned.
It's summertime in northern Michigan.
Step 1, towel, comb, towel. First thing I do when I hop out of the shower is, of course, I dry off my face, my hair, and everything. And then I get to the beard. I just simply take a towel, go around the outside, kind of push up a little bit in the beard. Not totally dry or anything, just kind of getting that excess water off there. Then I'm going to take my Kent comb. First thing I'm going to do is comb down and comb through. Make sure I'm getting those teeth into the skin, so I'm getting that blood flow circulating. And then from there, I'm going to comb up. If you have a good nighttime routine, this goes through like butter. So once it's combed up, looking nice and crazy, maybe a thumbnail here. Now I'm going to go with my towel again. This time I'm going to towel dry up, get everything underneath, and then I'm just simply going to push it back down. And now I'm about, I would say, 90% dry. Some people like it a little bit wetter. I prefer it about 90% dry. Alright, that is step 1. Step 2, very simple, oil. Today I'm going to be using Jay's Beard Essentials. I'm going to go with the Morning Breeze. We're going out to eat this morning. We have some stores to go to, so I want to make sure my beard is looking nice and styled. And Jay's Beard Essentials is one of the best styling oils and balms that I have. Very subtle scent, and that's kind of what I prefer when I'm going out to a nice restaurant. I want to be able to smell the food and eat the food and not have the scent dominate my nose, so I can enjoy that food. So I'm going with the Morning Breeze. Now for me, I know online it says 4 or 5 drops per beard. You guys can see this beard is thick and dense. It takes up everything. I am going to use just over a half dropper. Just over a half dropper is about how much I'm going to use there. So if you can see that, I like to use just about that half dropper. I'm going to put it in my hands all at once. I always close up my oils before I start doing anything else, because it's my fear that I'm going to knock it over and spill all that liquid gold. Now it's in my hand. I'm just going to work it around, warm it up a little bit. And then for me, I used to do this opposite. Now I always start on top. I know that seems like a sin to a lot of YouTube videos out there for what to do, but my styling happens from the outside, and then I'm going to go to the inside. My beard's healthy. I do plenty of things. I'm not worried about that little difference of going underneath first. Getting that all in there all the way down to the skin, getting everything out. And then I kind of hand push down, dry my hands off. Then I come back with the Kent comb again. And all I'm doing now is I'm using the wide teeth, and I'm just simply combing down. Not for style, but to simply even out that oil distribution on my beard. And now I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes. I'm going to get my deodorant on, I'm going to use my face wipes, I'm going to get my hat or my hair, whatever I'm doing for the day to get ready. 5 minutes, let that oil sit. I think that's a misstep a lot of times. I believe if you're putting oil and then balm right after, or you're putting oil and heat treating right after, you're not allowing it to absorb into your pores and into the porous hairs that we have in our beard. 5 minutes, let it sit. 5 minutes later. It's my little SpongeBob in there. Step 3, blow dry. Like another controversial step. It kills your hair, it kills your hair. I beg to differ. I would say that maybe if you're pounding the high heat and high volume onto your beard, maybe. If you're doing it without products, probably. But I think if you have a good oil base down and you're using warm and cold on a low speed, you're not going to do any damage. I'd be curious to see if there are any scientific evidence on actual beard hair. I know we have it on our head hair, but our head hair is totally different. So I have just your normal hair dryer. This is actually just what my wife had before I even knew about blow drying a beard. And people ask me all the time, how does your beard look so good? How does it look so nice? It's the blow drying. It really is. If you want to have a styled beard, like I do, I consider the blow drying the difference. I have nothing wrong with natural looks. Again, this is just for what I do though. So first thing I'm going to start on is my low setting of speed and my warm setting of heat. What I'm going to go through the first round is just with the wide teeth here. Alright, pardon the noise here. And if you notice, I'm blow drying down. I like my beard styled down, not out like some other guys like. So I'm going to blow dry in the direction that I want to style, unless I'm trying to correct a wave, but that would be for another video. Okay, now everything seems nice and lined there. And then what I think is the most important step with my blow drying is I have a cool and a cold setting on this hair dryer. I think that locks everything in place. So I'm going to go low speed and a cold setting. And now I'm going to use my fine teeth on the Kent comb. And now I'm done hair drying. From here at this step, I'm just going to kind of part my mustache a little bit. Sorry about the kids in the background. If you guys have had 1- and 3-year-olds, you know all about that. This is actually calm for a morning routine. And my wife is out there, don't worry. Step 4. I think I'm not that good at counting, especially if it gets past one hand, I'm in trouble. Step 4 is very simple. Boar's hair bristle brush. Very important here. I did not use this as much when I had a shorter beard, but now that I have a longer beard, it is essential for the styling. Just simply brush it into style. Lightly, if you notice, I'm not pushing down on my jawline. This boar's hair bristle brush, if you do it improperly, that's where you start to get the waves along your chin. So you see waves in the front, you see waves along the side in most beards. That's because when you're brushing with the beard, and that natural contour creates that wave. So you want to be just nice and light. My advice is let the brush do the work, not your hand. Give the mustache a little natural swipe over. And then I have some finishing touches with another kind of boar's hair bristle brush. This was actually my wife's. I don't even know where to find it, but it is a round brush with boar's hairs and then longer plastic ones. And this one is really good for the underbeard. I like to have my underbeard nice and straight and uniform, especially I'm pretty tall. I'm like 6'3", so a lot of people are looking up to my beard. So I want to keep that nice. And flat as possible. And that's pretty much it. That's my morning routine. Most mornings I don't put in balm. If I were, I can show you guys that step real quick. I have my matching morning breeze. I'm not a mixer. I've never mixed scents with oils and balms. Maybe I'll dabble in that in the future, but right now I like to keep it clean. If I don't have the oil for the balm, I go with an unscented oil, and then I hit it with the scented balm. Alright, I get a dab about that big there. Work it in my hands to emulsify. And then the key thing for me is I balm for style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to balm down. Get the mustache especially. Going to the dentist tomorrow, so that'll be interesting with this mustache. Alright, put a little bit of excess on my elbows. Some shoulder tattoos, all that type of stuff. And then this is the beard. This is the beard you guys know and see in the videos. That is all I do in the morning. Doesn't take me that long, and I think it looks pretty decent for a styled, professional teacher work setting beard. So those are my morning routine steps. If anything changes, I'll do an update video for you guys. Let me know down below what you guys do if you do something different. This is what I do. I'm not looking to change, but hey, I love hearing what everybody else does as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know a lot of you had requested this video. I hope you enjoyed it.